In the last tutorial video, we saw how to set up a Python project, and also we saw what is virtual environment and how to use it in a Python project. In this tutorial video, we are going to see about Python syntax. Python syntax is nothing but the rules for writing a Python program. In this video, we'll see about basic syntax rules and also how to use them in our Python project. So these syntax rules should be followed whenever we write a Python script or Python program. So before starting, let's set up our Python project along with its environment. For that, I'm using the command uv init. Now the project has been initialized. Now let's create our virtual environment. This is our virtual environment. Let's activate it. So our virtual environment is now activated. Let's create a new Python file. So the first thing we are going to see is Python comments. Comments are nothing but the lines which are present in a Python code but not executed by the Python interpreter. While the execution of this Python program, these comments will not be executed and the rest others will be executed. These comments can be used to explain our Python code. They can also be used to make the code more readable, and mostly developers use it to prevent execution of a certain code while testing. So to write a Python comment, you can use hashtag and simply type your comment. This is our comment line, and after that, let's print hello world. While executing this program, only the hello world will be executed and this comment line will be ignored. Let's test it by running our Python code. uv run comments.py. You can see only hello world has been executed and this comment line is ignored. If you remove this hashtag and then try to run it, you can see there's an error. So whenever you write a comment, you should use hashtag in front of it. Only then Python ignores that as a comment and executes the rest of the code. Let's remove this. These comments can be also placed at the end of the line. When you finish your line, you can simply type your comment here. For now, I'll type this prints hello world. So you can see I have written a Python comment next to our Python code. Now let's run it. This gives us again the same thing, hello world, ignoring our comment from our Python code. These comments can also be used to prevent a Python code from execution. For that, let's print another statement. And now let's try to run it. You can see both the lines are being executed, but I'll just comment hello world. And now after saving our Python file, when we run this, you can see our first print statement has been ignored since it is a comment, and our second print statement is executed. This is how comments work in Python. These comments are also available in many other languages. In Python, we use hashtag for this. There are two types of comments in Python. One is single line comment and the other one is multi-line comments. So whenever you use a hashtag and comment that entire line, this comment is called single line comment. In single line comments, you simply comment a single entire line. So Python is going to ignore this like it did before. For multi-line comments in Python, we don't have a specific syntax, but we can simply use triple quotes and comment our multiple lines. So this whole thing will be ignored by our Python and only our print statement will get executed. Let's see it. You can see only this line is executed, rest others are ignored. And also there is an important thing to be remembered. Python will always ignore string literals that are not assigned to a variable. I mean, this whole thing will be ignored by Python until and unless it is assigned to a variable. So this is pretty much about comments in Python. Now let's move to the next topic. A computer program is nothing but a list of instructions to be executed by a computer. In a programming language, these programming instructions are called as statements. An example for statement can be given as print I am learning Python. And when you run this, you can see I am learning Python has been printed in our terminal. So this print statement will print the value which is passed in its parameter in our terminal. This value will be passed to its parameter. Don't worry guys, you will learn about these functions in detail in our upcoming videos. For now, let's just focus on basic things. This is just to know how things work in Python. So the task of this print function is to print the values passed in its parameter in the terminal. So that is the function of this print statement. This is just a single statement. You can add multiple statements to perform multiple tasks. So this is going to print I am learning Python for 3 more times. And this is the result of this Python program. So this single line is called as statement in Python, and when we write a Python program or Python script, we will have n number of statements in it. Unlike other languages, in Python we don't use semicolons. Although it is optional, most users prefer not to use it. Let's type something new. Python is fun and use semicolon. When we try to run this, you can see our code is executed perfectly and our statement is being printed here. So this semicolon states that this is the end of this statement. Now let's remove this line and paste it next to this and add a semicolon here. Let's save our file and run this now. We wrote 2 statements in a single line using semicolons, and Python has ignored those semicolons and considered these 2 statements as new lines. And Python is showing no errors for that. But when we remove the semicolons, you can see there is an error here. And even if you try to run this, sorry, I haven't saved this. And when you start to run this, you'll get an error which says invalid syntax. So in Python, we write each statement in a new line. You can even use semicolons for separating these lines, but most users prefer writing Python statements each in a new line. We will also follow the same. Let's remove the semicolon. So our code has been executed without any errors. So the best practice in Python is to put each statement on its own line so that your code is easy to understand. You can also print numbers in print statement. So that is going to print numbers in our terminal. You can see here, I have printed 2. You can not only print numbers, but you can also print expressions and their results will be printed in our terminal. For example, I'm using 2*3. This asterisk is nothing but the multiplication operator. We'll learn about this in detail in our Python operators chapter. For now, let's just print the product of 2 and 3, which is 6. It's going to print 6. So 2 multiplied with 3 is going to give us 6, and this print statement is going to print that. You can also print multiple values in the same line using print function. For example, let's print the sum of, let's print the sum is comma 2 plus 8. And when we run this, we are getting 10. The sum is 10. You can see we are getting the sum is 10. So this print statement can be also used to print multiple values of multiple data types. You can see in this line, we are using string along with integer, which is number, to print our statement. So you can also use print in this way. Most developers use this print statement for their debugging or testing purposes. And yeah, this print statement is very useful whenever you're debugging or testing your Python application when you come across certain errors. This is all about print function and statements in Python. Now let's move on to the next topic. The next topic is Python indentation. Indentation refers to the spaces at the beginning of a code line. Where in other programming languages, the indentation in code is for readability only. But in Python, the indentation is very important. Python uses indentation to indicate a block of code. So whenever we need to indicate a block of code, we use indentation. Let's say we have to print numbers from 0 to 4 in our Python program. For that, we'll be using for loop. And the syntax for that is, for I in range 5 colon, and inside this I'm going to print that number. So this is going to print numbers from 0 to 4, and also indentation is given for this print statement. You can see there is a space before this print statement, and this is called indentation. This indicates that this print statement belongs to this for loop. So when you run this, the numbers from 0 to 4 has been printed, and now if I remove this space before this print statement, you can see we are getting a error. And even if we try to run this, we'll get an error which says expected an indented block after for statement, which is nothing but indentation error. So in Python, indentation is very important when you want to indicate a specific block of code. This indentation is also essential if you use conditional statements such as if else. You can see again we have some set of space after this if block. This indicates that this print statement belongs to this if block, and this print statement belongs to this for loop. So this is how indentation works in Python. If you run this, you can see I is equal to 3 is executed here, and also other numbers are printed. So whenever you want to indicate a specific block of code in Python, indentation is must. And that's all about indentation. So this is all about Python syntax. If you want the source code used in this tutorial, you can find the link for it in the description. And when you open it, it's going to take you to a Git repository. You can also find the tutorial guide for this tutorial in this Git repo. If you have any questions to ask, you can put them in our Discord page or Reddit page by joining our community. Those links are also given in the description. In the next tutorial video, we'll learn about Python variables and how to use them. Until then, keep coding, keep practicing, and keep watching Simply Yahya. Bye.